Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan John.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey!
Those sentences before, they were a lie. Because we are maybe not talking about news today because we're doing 2021 Viewportgaming Superlatives this episode. Is that the superlative horn I hear?
Yeah, it's the hype horn. It's ringing.
I can edit it in.
No, you use mine. It's royalty free.
Okay.
And if anyone uses it, now they owe us money.
It's an NFT of voice lines.
Yeah, what is that gonna happen? Let's not go there. Let's not start off that way.
Got my MP4 on the blockchain. But anyways.
Got my MP4 on the blockchain. Dude, Kanye. The first person to start that would be Kanye.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be a good guess.
Anywho, before we get into the superlatives and possibly the news on this lovely news podcast, how many times can I say news, guys? We are going to talk about what have you been playing? Have you been playing anything?
Oh, I probably played the most games in the past 2 weeks this year.
I've played very little. I will be honest right now.
I played too much.
I played a semi-amount.
Well, then I will go last because mine is short and sweet. Or maybe I go first because it's short and sweet. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, go first. I can go last.
You never go first. Let's hear it.
I am wrapping up all of the things I need to wrap up before Final Fantasy Endwalker comes out. And then I've played some Battlefield 2042. But I have not played since the update, surprisingly.
Okay.
So, take what you will from that, question mark. I don't know why I said that like a threat. You hear that, EA? I haven't played since your update. Yeah. That'll teach you. That'll teach you to update your game. All right. You guys fight out for who goes next, I guess.
Okay, I guess I'll go next, because I'm the next succession. So, I've also been playing Battlefield 2042, but I have played the update. And it's actually a pretty good step in the right direction. Overall, assault rifles were having like a lot of like bullet spread. So if you try to fire on anything in anything other than single fire at more than like 50 meters, good luck hitting them.
50? Like 20 meters, man.
At times, yeah, it was so bad before. So they buffed that, or reduced that rather, so the spread is much less when firing in full auto and stuff, and it also recovers faster after you stop firing. So it feels a lot better. Overall,
I just need to hear one more thing.
Okay.
Are hovercrafts broken?
No, hovercrafts are very balanced now. They are, I think, 2 rockets to kill. So
balanced, or they've been nerfed to the ground?
I mean, they're still really mobile and nimble, so it's not just you can just drive through the entire enemy team like it was before. Mm-hmm. But I think they still have a good alternative use from the
Jeep.
Jeep, yeah.
I think the biggest difference, and I don't want to get too much into it, is like just the armaments you can put on them.
Mm-hmm.
The
exactly,
Jeep, you can get the big guns on it.
Yeah, the Jeep I see is like kind of your typical 4-wheel vehicle. And you can get some heavy armaments, but it also has probably the least protection for the driver and gunner seats. The hovercraft is definitely made more for running around, causing chaos, and just drifting all over. And definitely memeing. I hope they never fix that. That's honestly a good feature, is having a vehicle that can just climb up things.
Yeah, it's not like broken in any way. It's fun.
Yeah, overall, the game does feel better, but yeah, there's definitely still a lot of things they need to fix. I think one of the big things I was thinking about, I was thinking back to Battlefield 5 and stuff, is, yeah, I think I echo a lot of the sentiment of other people where, like, the maps are decent, I guess, to not so decent in terms of gameplay. I think getting, like, an infantry-focused, smaller map would actually be pretty good. So I actually really like the, port map, Manifest. It's usually pretty close quarters, and it feels pretty good, honestly. But a lot of the other ones, like Hourglass and parts of Kaleidoscope, there's just, like, way too much open space. It's just not really anything for an infantry to do. So I think that'll help fix the game in terms of feel for a lot of people.
I was going to say that I have actually never gotten the split in half map with like the desert and the
Renewal. Forest. Yeah, I've barely gotten that one at all.
I've never
either.
gotten that. I've only played it once when I wanted to see what it was like, so I played it with the co-op, like the bots.
Mm-hmm. That map is actually pretty good, honestly. I think that's one of the better ones, honestly, on Breakthrough.
It's one of those things. It's one of the maps that a big complaint is there's too many wide open spaces. That one, at least on the forest side, there's no like wide open spaces. There's like trees and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, there's just some confusing design decisions still in the game, like on Breakthrough, especially for a few of the points. Like there's just like on top of a big skyscraper, and there's barely any way to get up there. So the defense just camps on top the entire game.
Let us drop the V2. Yep. Let us do it.
Yeah, we need something to break up formations and things like that. But yeah, I think they'll do it. It's a typical DICE launch. We'll get there.
It's happening quickly, though, I think.
It is, yeah. They actually were pretty quick with this latest one, and it was a lot of really needed fixes, really glaring fixes that need to be addressed immediately. Other than that, I've been playing Tales of Arise, trying to, get that done before Endwalker, and there's 0% chance I finish it before Endwalker comes out at this point.
With that attitude.
No, I'm only like 6 hours in, and I've heard this game's like 40 hours at least. So, yeah there's like no chance. But it's actually opening up, getting a lot of fun. So, it's a little slow at the start. At least I felt that way. I think you played some of it, Albert.
I think I've put 18 hours in. Okay. And then I haven't played for like a month. I'll pick it up eventually.
Yeah.
It's on my backlog.
It's been a game on my backlog for the longest time, and I've been wanting to jump into it. So I've been touching there a couple hours every night, just kind of putting some progress in.
Wait, what game? I missed it.
Oh, Tales of Arise.
Oh.
The anime game, Weeb game.
You know what Weeb is, Tristan?
Yeah, do you know?
No.
Oh. All right. Well, tell us what you've been playing.
Anyways, what I've been What have I been playing? This little game came out after our last recording called Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Okay, you're a Diamond boy, huh?
Yeah, well, it's a long-term thing. My sister and I both bought Diamond and Pearl together. So I got Diamond, she got Pearl, so I got Diamond again. And we have like a Elite Four racing group, so a bunch of us actually all got Diamond together, and we forced the one person to get Pearl, so we can get the exclusives.
Wow.
Nice. Did you win?
Yeah, I won.
Hell yeah.
Both in terms of real world time and in-game time.
There we go. Absolute gamer efficiency.
Yeah, I went from start of game to beating Cynthia in 2.5 days. And I think my in-game clock was about 14, 15 hours.
Okay, yeah.
That's a real gamer right there.
Yeah. So, been playing...
When can I see you at SGDQ? Blindfold run.
I was actually watching a lot of Small Ant on YouTube recently just to see how the actual pros play Pokemon. Because he does a lot of crazy things like beating Pokemon without getting hit or doing damage or some, I don't know, whatever challenge. Anyways, I play Pokemon. I'm continuing to playing it because there's a bunch of legendaries that I want to catch. I want to do the underground base, and I need to trade with my friends to get like Gengar. My favorite Genjar, my favorite Pokemon. So that's ongoing. I also beat Forza Horizon 5.
You can beat that game?
I beat the story mode.
Oh, I was like, you can beat a game where you race?
Yep. So I did that. That was a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of Forza in the background, to be honest. I think I played around 10, 15 hours of that as well in the past 2 weeks. Got a lot of cars. Been grinding through the battle pass in that game. So that was
in cars?
Yeah.
What's cars?
You can buy cars.
Oh, you're still talking about Forza. Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing Cars, the motion picture video game adaptation.
Yeah, I was like, dang, there's a battle pass? Did you get the rare tomato skin?
Super secret rare tomato.
Secret rare tomato.
That's like $100 DLC add-on.
Yeah, exactly.
My one question for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Going back to it real quickly. Is there a lot of new content they added, or is it basically just the classic experience?
Oh, it's a classic experience. Actually, I have one complaint about that video game. They removed the casino.
Oh.
Yeah. The gacha's gone.
We don't like kids gambling, unfortunately.
Yeah, they had a slot machine in the original that I used to play, waste a lot of time in. Now that's gone.
they just saved Eris like 1,000 hours of stream time. Anyways, go ahead.
And then the final game I've been playing has been Halo Infinite. I heard the XP fix went out today, so hopefully play that right after the recording. But that's been a lot of fun as well.
Mm-hmm.
You play ranked or unranked?
Unranked right now.
Are you going to play ranked?
Yeah, why not?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Professional gamer.
Yeah, good.
Bronze 5.
I'm launching Battlegrounds.
I'm launching Battlegrounds.
I had to say it. It's a hidden tech in ranked play.
Yeah, you launch Battlegrounds.
Yep. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Last call. I will say a bonus. I played I can't even remember what it's called. It's the Switch game that I played like 2 years ago, but I was home for Thanksgiving and I played it a lot, and it's the rhythm Japanese game thing called
Project Diva? Rhythm Coaster?
No. Yes, Groove Coaster.
Groove Coaster, okay.
Groove Coaster. I played some of that. Good fun. There's a lot of DLC for that game, like hundreds of dollars of DLC, and they all revolve around VTubers.
Nice. The VTubers are just taking over everything at this point.
Yep. When do we become VTubers?
Not soon enough.
That's Viewport
honestly.
2021. Podcasters.
I thought about it. How do I become a VTuber? A cute VTuber.
Open up VTube Studio.
I am a VTuber.
Oh.
You are?
Remember I opened up VTuber Studio or whatever it's called.
Oh, true. Yeah, you are a VTuber. I forgot. Yeah.
Wow. We're with a famous VTuber.
Yeah, famous VTuber. Tristan. I don't think he came up with a name for his persona.
Name. Yeah, what's your persona's name?
I don't know any VTuber names, so I don't know what the pattern is.
It's whatever you want it to be.
I can be... You know what name just popped up in my head for...
It could be Battle Pass Bob.
No, I'm Claude.
Claude. That's a pretty strong name.
Yeah, that just popped into my head, so I am now Claude.
What about Clarence?
I think that's so well.
Clarence.
No, Clarence is like one tier lower than Claude. Claude feels very royal.
Claude's an alpha?
Yeah.
Clarence is beta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. If there were two people in a room and you had to be like, hey, my name's Claude, my name's Clarence, and one of these two people is the boss of the other person, I would be like,
Claude's the boss.
Claude is Clarence's boss. Yep. Easily. Just based on names.
Well, anyways, my VTuber name's gonna be Claude.
Yeah, I like that name. It sounds good.
It's a solid name. All right. That was abrupt. I didn't mean to yell, but this is hype. Let me get the hype horn.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, God. The hype is dead. The hype is dead. Anyways, we are going to do... I don't know. Have we done this before? I think we've done, like, Viewport Awards, but we've never done Superlatives, have we? We've done something like this, maybe.
We've done something. We must have done something similar.
We've definitely done something like this. I think we've done like beginning of the year, like our awards, but this is more for fun. Well, it's always been for fun, but this is for actual fun as opposed to fake fun or something like that. So, I don't have an order for this. We'll round robin it. I don't know how we're going to keep track, but we'll flip who starts every time and we'll rotate the order. How about in our Discord call, you see me at the top? We'll do it like that. So we'll go top to bottom. I'll start on the first one and then we'll alternate, we'll go down one from every there.
Okay. I think I understand.
So I'll go first, then Alex and Tristan. On the next one, it'll be Alex, Tristan, me. Then Tristan, me, you. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So I will announce the name of the award and what the category or the superlative and the category and what it means, and then we'll, start. And you can talk as much or as little as you want.
I hope Tristan puts some royalty-free Oscars music in the background as you announce these.
And the award goes. Well, the thing is, we each get our own award, so
yeah, that's true.
We're all handing
out participation.
Yeah, wait. Do we get the award? We give the award, right?
Yeah, we're giving it. We're giving it.
This is a prestigious award we're all handing out.
Yeah. All right. Our first award is Best Dressed, which is Best Art Style / Visuals. And my winner of this category was drum roll. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Good choice.
This was like the most beautiful game I've ever seen, guys. You were at my house when I played it, I think, too.
Mm-hmm. I was there.
This game looks very good. The power of next-gen consoles, am I right?
Just graphically, and then, they just really made good use of bright colors and the full palette of everything.
And RTX.
I still think about the era where we were in peak brown age, where everything was just shades of brown. They put a yellow piss filter over all of it. We've moved past that point. We're back.
Color has returned to the world. Mm-hmm. All right. Alex, you're next.
All right. Mine, similar vein, is actually Tales of Arise. And I give this award because this one was graphically just a huge leap and bound in terms of the previous Tales of titles. So seeing the cool effects and spells and stuff of the Tales of universe brought up to a much higher fidelity. And again, it's very similar in that it's got a very bright color palette and everything. It just looks really good. It runs really well in motion. Fantastic designs overall. And characters are cute.
Can I talk about the ding of that game? Or is this not the time and place? I'm pulling a Kanye West right here.
Do what you want, yeah. Well, just go ahead, take the mic. What are you talking about?
That game looks beautiful, but the NPC pop-in is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, yeah.
It's real bad. They're 10 feet away and they're boop, and they pop in front of you. You're oh, hey.
They definitely have, it's still got some of that Tales of jank that you're used to in terms of trying
to... Just wait till you get to some of the new zones, Alex. They look so good.
Yeah, okay. I've just reached the ice zone and it looks great. I love it. So.
Oh, you got some good zones coming up.
Cool. All right. Tristan, give it to us.
All right, my award for Best Dress goes to...
Oh, nice. God. Look at this guy, a show-off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had an envelope ready. I put Persona 5 Strikers.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I like Persona art style.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was looking through the list of games that I played, I think that was the most unique, outstanding art style in terms of the video games that I played.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they took that Persona 5 aesthetic and they really translated it over well and added some new bells and whistles for the Muso style stuff. I agree with that. It was one of my considerations when I was looking through my games this year.
Alrighty. I like it. All right, next category. It will be, or do you want to announce it or you want me to announce it?
I can go ahead and announce it.
All right, go for it.
All right, the second category of the Viewport 2021 Video Game Superlatives is the Peepo Comfy Game Award, which is the best game to relax to. The game that we always return to when we're all stressed out. We need to just, eat big dinner, a bunch of tendies, and just sit back in the seat and relax. All right. So my Peepo Comfy Game Award is Total War Warhammer 2 for the PC. Yeah, I don't know. This game I just always like to just go back to when I'm just I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm just going to boot up Total War and, do 15 to 20 turns and just see what happens. And then I can be done for the night. Go to people's sleep. Content. I just love that game. I can't wait for Warhammer 3.
This game stresses me out.
There are certain points where it's definitely stressing out because you don't want to like lose a bunch of units in your armies and stuff.
Or like you're on this campaign and then this evil enemy full stack just appears like all the way behind you, and you're like, oh,
the standard PC AI shenanigans,
But it's very comfy.
Oh yeah, there's so much that game offers. It's just so much fun. All right, Tristan, give us your Peepo Comfy Game Award.
I think I made a last minute change, so I don't know if that popped up.
wait, why did that affect the envelope?
I don't know. I just want to pop the envelope. I initially had put Picross, but when I was thinking, okay, it's the end of the workday, I just want to sit at my computer and play a game of something and go to sleep. This is gonna sound counterintuitive, but my last minute change is actually League of Legends.
I can see that. Because you can yell at people and it de-stresses you.
Anger management.
Exactly.
An outlet, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like I have gone past the hump of needing to learn the game. And now I'm at the point of like almost indifference where I'll just go play a match. I don't really care if I win or lose. And then I'll go to pop on over to the bed. So
play another match.
Play another match until I win, aka
play some
never go to sleep.
TFT in bed.
Yeah. I actually, side note, I have not missed a single ranked season of TFT until this season.
Wow.
I know how you could rank up, though.
How?
Have you tried launching Battlegrounds?
I almost spit up my drink. Anyways, yeah, League of Legends, my Peepo Comfy game.
Nice. All right. This game needs no introduction. It honestly, it was a runaway. It was a one horse race?
Yes, one horse race.
One horse race. Give it up to Power Wash Simulator.
Oh my god. I should have seen this coming.
I'm not sponsored. I'd like to preface this again. This game, if you ever go to r/oddly satisfying and you like that subreddit, that is that subreddit in a video game. That is all. This game, if everyone played this game in the world, there would be no coronavirus. It would all be fixed.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
That's a very bold claim.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see the medical journal on that one.
There would be no stress in the world. In fact, everyone in real life would own a power wash.
You know what? Right after this episode, I'm going to email the devs just to see if we can get them on here. Cause
no, please.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear their life story. What led them to this point?
You would think a Power Wash Simulator game would come first before, like, decades ago when the first farming simulator game came out.
Mm-hmm.
That seems stressful, by the way.
Other side note, did you see that Farming Simulator has more concurrent players than Battlefield 2042 right now?
It's a big game.
Yeah, I've heard, especially like in Germany and stuff, they love that game. They love Farm Sim. They can't get enough of it.
They want to go back to the farms.
Yeah, they just like the Rhine fields.
God, okay, let's go to the next award, Christopher. Please. You introduce our award.
Oh man, this is the wrong ordering, Albert. Remember when I said I put NA for a couple of my...
Would you like me to introduce and start this award?
I can, you know, I'll announce it, and then we can go from there. So the next award we have is Cat Jammin', as I make the cat jamming motion IRL, all the way, which is our award for, or our superlative for Best Audio / Music. I'm gonna hand it off
Tristan,
to
there's no way you've NA'd this. There's no way.
And I'm gonna hand this off right
Didn't
to
you play Persona 5 Strikers? Did that game not have good music?
Well, here's the thing. When you guys know this at this point, when I play video games, I mute the music.
Oh, no. That's... And you call yourself a video game music connoisseur.
This guy is a gamer.
This guy's a an imposter.
I think I even have the Battlefield music on in 2042.
It's so bad,
it's
and
really
I even have it
low,
on.
but I have it on.
It's not even music. It's just.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. Almost end around drums or whatever. Oh God, I hate it. But anyway,
okay, I'm disappointed, but I will go.
All right.
Easiest category, and it's a little bit cheaty because it doesn't include music from just this year. Final Fantasy XIV has the best music of any video game. That's it. It wins. It's on Spotify. Go listen to it. Alex agrees.
Yeah,
maybe not after you've listened to the Alexander Rid music, 500 hours.
I still love it. It's
okay. See,
good.
That's how good it is.
It hasn't traumatized me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's so many albums on Spotify for Final Fantasy XIV, and it's all fantastic music.
It's a certified banger.
There's no contesting it, I don't think. I think if there's anything everyone can just unanimously agree on, it's probably that Final Fantasy XIV has one of the greatest, OSTs of any game out there ever. I don't know how you could really contest
the only one that beats it is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because it has literally,
yeah.
It has 1,000 songs in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brawl back in the day was really good too.
Alrighty.
Okay,
yeah. A latecomer.
I'm just jumping into +1 because I did remember that I bought the Final Fantasy XIV.
You bought the vinyl.
Yes, and I play it while I'm making dinner.
And it's a banger. It's not a banger.
I don't know. The definition of my banger is it's hard pumping music, but I usually play the Heaven's Ward record.
Yeah, okay, so pretty somber.
Yeah, it's
slower music,
calming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there a less headbanging cat jam? Is there a cat
vibe?
Cat vibe. What are we going for here?
There might be. I'll have to look later. But anyways,
we gotta roll.
Yeah. So my cat jamming game was Near Replicant version 1.22474487139 ... I just love Near Replicant's music so much. I don't know. I can't say anything.
It was so good that it was in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, it was also heavily in Final Fantasy XIV, so you can also hear it there. But yeah, I don't know. I just love. Yeah, Keiichi is god at music, just so good at it. So I look forward to his future project.
Oh, it's back to me. Oh. Tristan should have done this one.
Yeah, we didn't jam the deck right.
No, this is good because I get to go last.
Oh, okay. This is the Tristan Jung was probably excited for this award. Which is the category for the biggest letdown. And my winner needs no introduction. It was very well featured in a podcast episode. And not only that, it was a shared experience. The winner is the ending of Far Cry 5.
I forgot you guys did that.
I have ever had in a video game in my life.
Oh, when's the Far Cry 6 happening?
We agreed.
When it goes on sale for $10 is what we said. Oh, man. Thinking of it makes me angry almost with how bad it is. The game was good, but
I loved listening to the cope that you guys released as you're trying to make sense of that ending.
We finished the ending. We were like, wait, is that it? That was so bad. And we immediately Googled Far Cry 5 ending, and there were 5 articles from game journalists that were the worst ending I've ever played. All right, Alex. The floor is yours.
Okay. So my excited for game, but also letdown, is Battlefield 2042. I don't think this should be a surprise. As much as I enjoyed playing it, and I continue to play it, I don't think I can say I wasn't let down that, there's so many of these, really, what seem like some obvious issues are still there in release. So yeah, it was a letdown, but it's still fun as a letdown.
It felt like it was you had one job, which is you've done all these things right. You just need to do this. And then they just rewrote the board, and it's why?
Yeah, exactly. I was pretty confident, with the state that the final Battlefield 5 was in. I was like, okay, if they just translate this to a near future setting and, I guess tweak some things, they'll be all right. But it really does feel like they just started almost from slate zero.
It's like if you built a Tesla, but you made it like hot pink, and you're like, hey, like Battlefield, like when you make the next one, it was really good, just make it like silver. And they're like, okay, got you. And they came back, and it was a bicycle. And you're like, that is
yeah,
not,
kind of, yeah.
That's not a Tesla.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be fun down the line, so that's why I'm probably not too angry about it. This is a kind of usual DICE release, and it's just something I forget every single time. That they have rocky starts, but they usually get to a state that's pretty good by the end, so.
Yep.
In like 6 months, I would say it's probably gonna be a really fun game.
Once the battle pass gets added, Tristan's in.
Oh yeah, he's in 100%.
Speaking of Tristan.
Yeah, let's hear it for the award-named person himself. What does he have?
Man of the hour.
Thank you for the intro. My award goes to also Battlefield 2042.
Oh.
I think I took the more extreme approach of I played it during early access with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just returned the game because I pre-ordered it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want this. So I refunded the game. Didn't come back. And then I have Games Pass Ultimate. Thank you, Phil Spencer. Which comes with EA Play. And I booted it up after release again. And I played about 10 minutes and I was like, this is not fun anymore. And I turned it off and uninstalled.
I need you, Tristan. We need to get in a hovercraft together.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
One last ride.
One last ride. When it goes on sale, I bet you Christmas it'll go on sale for like $20 off.
Oh, I still have 9 hours and 50 minutes on my EA Play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's good to go.
Mm-hmm. That's a long ride. Dang. All right, Alex.
All right.
Our next award.
Our next award is Wish I Had More Time to Play. And this is the game that we wanted to play more of, or just want to play more of. But, life gets us. Can't always play what we want to play. Time is finite.
This is getting real deep all of a sudden.
Yeah. Real down.
I wasn't right.
Anyway, so my game
out.
I wish I had more time to play was RimWorld. I bought this game, and I've been sitting on this game, and I'm absolutely afraid to open the game because I know once I open it, you guys are just going to wonder where I went. You're going to not know where Alex is. He's just going to be gone from the world.
Do you get anxiety?
In terms of,
of playing the game?
I get the anxiety of playing the game because I know once I start, I'll almost not be able to stop myself. I will die of gamer death.
Alex. It's so good, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good.
It's the exact type of game I want to play. And that's the bad part, is that I will never come back out.
Embrace it.
I'll just plug into the Matrix, and given the choice of freedom, I'll just say, no thanks, and stay plugged in. Be a human battery for it forever. But anyways, that is my game I wish I had more time to play.
I will spoiler, and I almost put that game almost won my category. It didn't win, so I'll say it now, but that game almost hit this category.
Yeah, I figured it could, because RimWorld is a game you can just pour limitless numbers of hours into in terms of story and everything that you can get out of it. And modding support's like through the roof. So,
and the add-ons are really good. The DLCs are really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really change up gameplay and add really good features. Tristan? What game do you wish you had more time to play?
You guys are gonna hate me for this.
No, please.
Due to the art.
If you say League of Legends, I swear to God.
No, I'm not.
I swear to God.
No, I'm not putting League of Legends. Due to the arc that I've created over this podcast. But I put SMT5.
Okay.
Because
why is Go for it, sorry.
Because I've played about 1 hour of that game after release. After wanting it to come out for years now. And every time I go to turn it on, that's why I was asking Alex if he has anxiety. I'm getting severe anxiety about turning it on. I think part of it is I don't want to finish the game. And then second, I am dreadfully horrified about the difficulty ramp up because I just came off of playing Pokemon. So that is one game I wish I had more time to play. Like just sit down, pump in 100 hours and get it over with.
You know, I can help you with that with a B3 bet.
You got a book. But yeah, I can reflect on that anxiety. Yeah, I can definitely say that. I've had that before. A lot of time with like Final Fantasy VII, the original one and stuff. Like I felt that. Like when I was near the end of the game, I just didn't really want to do the final boss battle. I was like, I want to keep it forever, but you know, good things come to an end, I guess.
Sephiroth
time is finite. Good things come to an end. Alex is
But Alex, time enough maybe for you. 7 seconds.
Oh, save the world?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know what that reference was.
I don't know.
That was a remake. Final Fantasy VII remake from the
okay.
end of the game.
You just spoil the game for me?
You've had your chance.
You
can't fool me anymore.
We can't even bet you into finishing the game.
Yeah, we can't even bet you into it. That's how bad it is.
All right, Albert, what do you have for a time to play game?
So this would surprise you. Warhammer 2 Total War.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I looked in the last time I played this game. Let me check right now, live on Viewport. August 8th was the last time I played this game.
Okay, so a while ago,
Almost
but not like a super long time
But
ago.
I think I only played it a little then, right?
Mm-hmm. That was probably the Sisters of Twilight came out.
Yeah, when I play, like, it's gotta be a whole campaign. It's gotta be on very hard difficulty. Mm-hmm. It takes like 80 hours to go through a campaign.
Yeah.
And it's fun, but like, with these games, like, it's like me with like XCOM, where it's like, I get really stressed every turn to turn. It's like, oh no, he went there.
Yeah, I know. I've really had that issue in Warhammer where I'll like hyper focus way too much turn to turn. And I realized, you know, sometimes you just gotta push that end turn button and just let it roll. And then get
I just
started.
don't want it because the enemy does stuff, and it's that's not the fun part of the game.
Yeah.
The fun part of the game is when you do stuff.
You get to roll over them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can also understand it from like an angle of you're probably in the back of your head, you're like, oh man, Warhammer 3 is just on the horizon. I want to play with all of those new features.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
kind of
I don't really want to jump in and play a full campaign of Total War 2, which is where I'm at, basically.
I've never even used ogres, my lord, so I don't even know.
Yeah, same. I haven't used ogres. I didn't buy the Beastmen DLC.
Nope.
I'm just fully waiting for Warhammer 3 at this point.
Alrighty. Speaking
Next
of which,
award.
Warhammer 3.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
We were talking about wish I had more time to play. I'm gonna turn that around and say, wish I could play. What are folks' 2022 most anticipated game? I actually cheated here.
Okay. What? How did you cheat?
I put multiple games.
Oh.
Wow. I was thinking
that'll be for next year's first podcast episode. So give us one here.
One?
Sir. Give us your most if I said, Tristan, next year you can only buy one game. Which game would you choose?
Okay, fine. One game. Gran Turismo 7.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I've seen that, yeah.
You know,
we've talked about it before.
One, I'm on the Forza Horizon 5 spree right now, so I'm in a racing mood. Second, I've been looking at cars. I've been a gearhead, as they call it. I've been thinking about buying a racing sim setup again.
Oh no, have you been watching Summit 1G's Twitch?
No, not Summit 1G. I watch YouTube videos. There's a channel called Super GT. Anyways, for those of you that don't know, I used to have a racing sim setup. I had the whole like steering wheel and gear shift and pedals and all that, and I sold all of it off. And with GT7 on the horizon, I've been thinking about getting it again. Haven't made a decision, but I'm very excited about
Can you get a whole VR setup with it too? Ooh.
Oh, I could.
Would be good. That would be good. Do you think they'll put a VR mode in GT? Ooh.
Oh, they will. I think GT Sport had a VR mode, so.
They could promote it with like PSVR 2 or something like that, because I know that's coming out in the pipeline soon.
Yeah. They could also promote it with some VTubers. Just make them be like your co-pilot.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Claude could be in your
Claude the pussy?
co-pilot seat.
Put your VTuber in the car.
Yeah.
It'd tell you like 50 meters, turn right.
I'd be down. Albert, what is your wish I could play in 2022?
I am sold on this game. Oh, say it with me. Oh, Elden Ring.
Oh,
You're a little late on that.
You're a little
Tristan.
late. This game looks so good, guys. It looks so good.
Did you play the network?
I
test
didn't
at
get
all?
selected.
Okay.
wow. Wait, did you
But
use your
that's
Viewport
fine.
Gaming email? That's probably why.
It's true. Should put the creds on there. But no. This game looks amazing. That's all I need to say. Everyone who's seen the footage knows what I'm talking about.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know,
Yeah,
and everyone knows.
I think everyone knows at this point that game, if you're a Dark Souls aficionado, that is going to be your wheelhouse.
Not
going
even,
into the new
man.
year.
Not at this point. Not even. It's mainstream.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? I'm just not going to talk. Never mind.
What? Speak your piece.
I don't know. I'm just not excited about Elden Ring.
Have you played a Dark Souls game before?
I have. Bloodborne.
Oh, really?
We talked about this.
Did we? You liked it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. You should play Elden Ring. Anyways, moving it on to Alex.
Okay. I kind of already spoiled it, but it's I think obvious. It's Total War Warhammer 3. I'm looking forward to that game so much. Like, they keep releasing like small little niblets of content.
Every day. Every day.
They did
How
the
did they do
the
this?
Demon of Nurgle, the Demon Nurgles, and the Nurgleites and all those. Oh my god, it just looks so much fun. Like, all the races, oh my god, it looks so good.
Tristan, imagine if they released like new screenshots of cars in GT7 every single day. Because that's what Warhammer's been doing.
Yeah,
Except
they're
it's
like-
more than just screenshots. It's like full on videos.
Yeah, here's this cool trailer of the new Demons of Nurgle, and then they're like, hey, we wrote a blog post, all the units.
Hey,
Oh.
here's another faction in all their units. Hey,
Mhm.
here's another blog post. Hey, here's a different blog. It's like, oh my goodness.
And they're like, here's a video of a battle. And they're like, oh my god, stop.
They're edging us.
Yeah, they are. I can't wait for that game. It's gonna really expand the game out so much. It's gonna be insane. Like, that game's gonna be huge. I don't understand how you're ever gonna finish a game once it has the Warhammer 3 map, but yeah. Ugh. I'm ready.
We're
I
all
need
ready.
it so bad.
All right. This next one is an interesting one for me. It's the Where Did the Time Go? And as you might assume, it is what was the game you played the most? So this one, I took it a little different. I wanted to exclude Final Fantasy from this list. It's an MMO I put a lot of time into. It's not an exciting pick. So I chose the game that wasn't Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
And I want to ask first if you guys can guess which game this is.
RimWorld.
Incorrect. You want to guess?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
No.
TD Balloons.
Actually, I checked. I have like 60 hours in that game. this year.
Okay.
Number one game, the winner of this award for me was Monster Hunter Rise with 172 hours.
wow.
Yeah, I should have known.
Wait, more? Wow. Even more than Smash? I thought you played Smash a lot.
Not ever since my High moved out, because he was my sparring partner. And he moved out last year, so I don't play as much.
Sora.
But yeah, good game. It's coming to PC next month, or a month and a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game as well. That's definitely close, but it's no Warhammer 3.
It's true. It's to tide you over.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the like G rank or Master rank, whatever they're calling it this time.
That's coming out in the summer. Yeah, that's coming out in the summer. So
yeah, and they're doing the new expansion content, right? Sunbreaker or whatever it's called.
Yep,
That'll
that's
be
the
fun.
G rank. That's the summer
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Yeah. Alex, what was your winner for this award? And you can choose Final Fantasy if that was.
Yeah,
your
I know.
pick.
I was contemplating the same thing as you, where I was like, man, do I really have to say Final Fantasy? But I feel it deserves a special mention, because this is
Are
like...
you going to choose Azur Lane instead?
No. Like, I'll give Final Fantasy 14 the honorable mention, like the actual game I played the longest. year. Because, this is like the first time I've really gotten into like the hardcore raiding part of the game. In terms of doing Savage content, doing the ultimate content. So, that's why I threw it in there. But the actual game I played most was actually Yakuza Like a Dragon. Which ended up being a lot longer than I thought it'd end up being. Like, usually the Yakuza games are a little on the shorter side, but this one, pretty chunky in terms of just story content. And then I did a lot of the side content, so racked a lot of hours into it. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan?
To no surprise, where did the time go? The time went into League of Legends.
Okay,
Yeah.
Do you have an option other than League of Legends, please? Please. That was a begging request.
Teamfight Tactics.
Oh no.
Valorant.
If you say Teamfight Tactics, I swear.
Passive time or active time? Because I did play a lot of idle games this year.
It's active time.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God
don't think you
damn
can
it.
count idle games.
I'm trying to think. Oh, man.
Oh no.
To be honest, I think I played a lot of Counter-Strike. Outside of any Riot Games and idle games.
Okay. Can I? What was the game you played most that came out this year?
Oh.
I know I'm adding to the cat. I'm just curious at this point.
Oh, man.
This is pure fascination.
This year, right?
A game that came out in the year of 2021.
Probably.
Strikers?
No, I didn't play that much Strikers. I didn't beat it. I played like 3 or 4 hours. Probably Pokemon.
Oh gosh, you beat that in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you went a whole year and you didn't play a game that was longer than 15 hours.
I just checked Back for Blood because that came out this year. I kid you not. My playtime on Back for Blood is 14.9 hours.
Wow. I bet there's another game, you just can't remember it. Actually, no, there is a game. I know of a game.
What?
That you forgot.
What?
I won't say it because it's coming up for one of my awards.
Interesting.
Okay. That's actually coming up right after this.
All right.
All right. Who is it?
I believe it's me. So it's the next category, which is the Where We Droppin' Award. The favorite multiplayer game we played this year. Bow, 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 bow. Doesn't have to be a BR. Can't be any multiplayer game.
That's a good clarification.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody knows that. My pick for this, I think it's going to be obvious. I don't know. I just really liked Battlefield 5, so I played that a bit coming up to 2042, and it's just a fun game to jump into, do a few rounds. There were some good maps added towards the end of the game. A lot of good infantry-focused ones, and that's kind of my bread and butter. And the gunplay and stuff just feels really good in that game. It just plays really well now after all the updates occurred. So, yeah. That's always my favorite game to just jump into and get something going. With other people, that is.
I put in, I think Albert, I think you and I have the same thing. I put in Mario Party Superstars.
That is not
yeah, I can see
it.
that.
No?
Not it.
I may have actually played more than Pokemon here. I've played so many matches. We have a Mario Party Superstars group, and people have rage quit.
Oh, nice.
Like they're like, I'm never playing with you guys anymore. But we've added this condition that they need to add in a replacement if they're going to rage quit. So it's been a little fun little group of folks coming in and going out as we continue to screw each other over.
So share with us. Are you the Super Mario Party god? Are you the gatekeeper? Is your win-loss
Can you mash
the
a
highest of
19
all?
presses per second?
Okay, Pokey Pummel, my PR is 5.5 seconds. I am not at 19 presses per second.
That's
I
like
just
10.
can't do
That's
it.
like 10. That's like 10.
Yeah. So that's that. Second, my win rate in Mario Party Superstars is, I would say, 80%.
You must be getting lucky on those mini games, because if everyone knew you were that good, do you know the one with you press the 1 or the 2 and you let the food the food? If we played against you, we'd always make sure you lose first.
I play a lot of mind games, and I have
a big mind.
I have a big mind.
Mega mind.
I have the power of luck on my side. I don't understand it personally. I can call where things land basically. Like I land on a Bowser spot even before I load in. I say, "Okay, Bowser minigame, get ready, everyone," and it just lands on Bowser minigame.
Oh, this guy's a soothsayer.
Yeah, he reads the code.
He's one with the game.
Yeah, so I get blamed a lot for being in cahoots with Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. You're the guy.
Is that a Spy Kids reference?
Yeah, that's what I was going. Are you Elijah Wood?
I'm Elijah Wood. But yeah, no, it's been really fun.
All right. Do I drop my favorite one?
Sure.
Absolutely.
This one barely counts. It happened from December to January 2021. My favorite multiplayer game this year, playing Factorio with Mr. Tristan Jung.
Wow.
And that was I thought that was Tristan's most played game because we played that for like 30, 40 hours, I feel like.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, that's so wholesome.
And that game, Tristan and I had so much fun. We were playing that game always just across the map, just to be like, look over here, dude, look over here. or like, I would be doing something, I'd come back and you'd be like building some crazy blueprint thing, as we called it, Refactorio.
Mm-hmm.
That game's so much fun. Good co-op game, if not more than two. Can you do more than two?
I think you can, because I was in those like random public servers where we had like 30, 40 people building stuff.
That's right, yeah. That was my favorite multiplayer game. A lot of fun.
Oh, and now I feel bad.
I see that Tristan didn't have as much fun playing with
Tristan
me.
just enjoys crushing all his other friends in Mario Party.
He just likes winning. He didn't like it when
we
drove our Jeep into the wilds and we got trapped in the trees and got murdered by bugs. All right.
To be fair, as much as I loved Factorio, I loved our short stint in Far Cry 5 a lot more.
You were there for like one day.
I know, but I thought it was amazingly fun.
You're like some guy who just like showed up who had no idea what was happening, is just tagging along.
Mm-hmm.
Just got power level to the end of the game.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, next award, the Solid 7 award. Is that a Jackie Chan reference? Or is Jackie Chan an 8?
Jackie Chan's an 8 out of 8. Sorry, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, sorry.
A solid 8 out of 10. It's not a 7.
Alright, a little lower than that. The Solid 7 award, aka the most mediocre game. That goes to, at least for me, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Oh, I'm surprised you made it this high. With the frame rate issues.
I am pretty flexible with Warriors games. And I was very excited about the fact that this is taking place in the Breath of the Wild world. I think the FPS stuff aside, it was kind of a boring game. A mediocre game, if you will. So
a solid 7, one might even say.
Solid
7. So that's the game that gets the Solid 7 award for me.
All right. I'll go with mine quickly here. This one I thought a lot about, and then it hit me and it made so much sense. Metal Gear Solid 5 is my solid 7. Solid Snake is a solid 7. Actually, it's not Solid Snake.
It's not even Solid Snake.
He's big boss.
I get it. I like the attempt.
Yeah. This game had a lot of goods, but a lot of bads. So it's right in the middle. Solid 7.
There we go. All right. So my solid 7 was Earth Defense Force 5. And, I don't think it's anyone's surprise that nobody will probably say this is the best game ever made. But it's
there's someone
fun.
out there. There's someone out there.
There's a freak out there who's
on
like,
that hill.
The Earth Defense Force Stan is probably out there, and he's just livid right now.
He's going to email us.
But I'll preface, it's a very, very fun game. I'm looking forward to EDF 6, but these games are always kind of, I don't know, the clowniness is part of the charm. So, even though it's mediocre as a developed game, it's so much fun. And if you get friends to play with you, even more fun. It's just so much chaos. And shooting bugs can also kind of be a people comfy game in terms of just stress relief. Just mow down whole legions of bugs. Kill them all.
What if the bugs kill you, though?
Mm-hmm. And there are frogs in that game. Pepes.
Oh, oh yeah, there are.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go.
By the way, I just like to point out another multiplayer game that Tristan Jung did not enjoy playing with Alex.
I played like 3 nights, maybe.
Okay, never mind.
2 or 3 nights? I don't know, maybe I'm just too picky.
Could be.
You know the problem with Back 4 Blood? It's the same problem as like Dungeons and Dragons, where trying to get 4 adults together to play a video game, it's almost impossible in terms of scheduling.
It's true.
And then one person's like, you know what, I can't do it tonight. And then miraculously, the other like 2 people are like, you know what, actually, I forgot I have something to do too. And then like it just keeps happening. And you're just like, well, I guess it's over. Game's finished. Campaign's done.
It's over. Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh my god.
I remember.
That's in my abandoned list.
Divinity was another one.
Not at any fault with the game as well.
No.
All due to the people playing the game.
This is literally what I put. We always forget to play.
True. That's why I just played through it alone.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, I want to play through a co-op, but yeah, it's just such a big endeavor to play through.
Our next award is the Get Good Award, which was the hardest or most frustrating game you had to play this year. And do I have a tale for this one?
Oh, no.
Okay.
And you guys, I've never told this tale because it's embarrassing.
I hope I'm not a part of this tale.
You're not a part of this tale.
Okay, good.
So, this is a year where I played my first Soul game, right? I played Demon Souls on PS5.
Oh, yeah, the remaster.
I 100%ed it. You know, it was hard, but, you know, it was really fun. There's one game I played this year that it shook my soul as a human. Okay.
Wow. Even more than Demon Souls?
I bought this game and everyone's heard of it. It's called Jump King. I bought Jump King.
You played Jump King?
I played it for an hour and a half. I got pretty far. I fell off. I lost all my progress. I immediately uninstalled the game and refunded it.
Wait.
I raged so hard.
Albert, when did you do this?
Like in March.
Okay. I need to look it up because unbeknownst to this group, I also did the same thing.
Oh my god. Is this your winner?
No, this is not my winner.
Wait, how is that not your winner? I literally refunded a game because it was so frustrating.
I'm surprised you put 90 minutes. I put 10 minutes.
We now know the tolerance levels between of why Tristan hated Bloodborne.
Sorry, I don't want to hijack the story. Keep going.
No, the story's over. That's it. I've never raged or gotten so frustrated at a game I immediately uninstalled and just refunded it. Yeah. Okay, Alex, go ahead.
All right. How do I follow that up? But anyways, my Get Good award goes to Deep Rock Galactic, another co-op experience game. And hear me out on this one. It seemed like an easy premise. You just go down into caves and hit rocks. Sometimes there are bugs and you shoot them. But on the higher difficulties, that becomes hard. There's a lot of shit that happens. There's robots and other things that will just want to kill you all the time. And there's a lot of coordination involved with a lot of your teammates to actually get shit done in this game.
Is that just Tristan being an idiot in the corner and you're getting destroyed by aliens and he's being an idiot in the corner?
I will not comment on such things. But, yeah, I don't know. It was very hard, very frustrating at times, but very rewarding. Very good sense of fulfillment when you actually do pull off a mission. Like just a very, like a hair's width of failure almost.
A beard's width. Did you play dwarves in that game?
Yes.
Oh,
we
perfect.
are dwarves. Mm-hmm.
A beard's
But
width.
yeah, I think the game's really well balanced in terms of, you're pretty squishy, but you also have very good armament, but you have to know how to use it. And it just, I don't know, it feels really rewarding to learn how to use the different systems of that game. And you gotta get good to really show what you got at the higher difficulties.
Alrighty. I had a meme answer and a real answer here.
A winner.
Okay.
Winner.
I want to hear the meme.
These aren't answers, sir. These are prestigious awards.
Superlatives. My meme winner was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because I never finished it.
It's true.
Regardless of whatever pressure I received.
But if the category for winning an award of Tristan didn't finish a game, a lot of games would win that award though. But this was the final boss of winning that. It defeated him multiple times.
I didn't even have anxiety about playing this game. I just didn't want to turn it on. I think similar to Alex, one of the most hardest frustrating experiences was probably actually Back for Blood.
Yep. Okay.
Even playing on quote unquote normal mode, there were some issues that we ran into. And anything past that, if you're playing on Nightmare or Veteran, it's impossible unless you have all the unlocks.
I actually saw a PC Gamer article the other day that was the devs are thinking of tuning down the difficulty because too many people have complained the game is way too hard.
Mm-hmm. It is very hard.
I could definitely see that, yeah, because it's brutal on higher difficulty. If you don't have a really good stacked deck of perks.
Can you buy perks with money?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just have to grind.
Okay. Less scummy.
Mm-hmm.
Or not scummy at all, per se.
Well, it just uses your time instead of your money.
Yeah, but, All right. Alex, please introduce the next award.
This is a funny one, coming that it's this episode, but a reminder of being a gaming news podcast award. Our favorite article of this year. I don't know if this counts, but I think my favorite article this year was actually from a Nintendo Direct, which might be unexpected coming from me, of all people.
Oh, no, I know exactly what this is.
Do you? I think it'll surprise you.
Oh, really?
It's actually good news.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite article was actually the announcement of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. The trailer.
What?
Episode 79 of this podcast.
Tristan's not even a Kirby fan. Tristan's not even a Kirby fan.
I looked back at what we were talking about in various directs and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm happy to see the Pink Puff Ball actually have a game that looks like they're trying to take it in a different direction. Bring Kirby, he's been in Yarn Worlds and all this other stuff. Just kind of repeating the old glory. This one, they seem like they're trying to take it in a new direction. I'm really happy about that. So I think Kirby's a really cool premise.
Hey,
but
Tristan,
they haven't really done much.
Do you see that crown in the corner of your room that says Kirby fan? Can you give that over to Alex? Because I think he'll be needing it instead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was
I legitimately... I could feel excited for Kirby.
That's a dangerous word to use.
Yeah, I know.
Especially
I'm not Tristan,
after you take the crown from Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
That's where
true.
The power comes from.
Could be the curse right there.
The curse of Kirby.
Mm-hmm. So that was my favorite article. Out of left field.
That was out of left field.
Mm-hmm. What do you got, Tristan? Can you beat that?
I think I know what Tristan's going to be after this then.
No. I'm not changing my answer. First of all, I put in brackets a comment saying, "Do we even cover Happy News? ? Lol."
That was my thought.
Kirby
going
news.
Back in our episode, I was like, man, I want to say something that's actually happy and not just sad.
I don't think we cover anything happy.
You could be sadistic and have some sort of favorite some horrible news.
Something that I've been getting into a lot recently. I don't know if I told you guys about this. I'm just gonna pause there for dramatic effect. But it's about accessibility in games. Something that our base gaming god Phil Spencer has been talking about.
He's been preaching.
What did he call it? Oh my god, now I'm forgetting. Gaming preservation.
Preservation of games is what he was talking about. Mm-hmm.
I've been getting really into that recently. And accessibility, preservation. I think one of the news articles when I was looking back, something I was really happy about, was the fact that Sony games are coming to PC.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes games more accessible to all gamers. And that will probably mean modding support, a lot of different things. So I think at least
I can't wait to mod my Kratos to have hair.
I can't just give him flowing locks.
I can't wait to mod my Kratos to be a crewmate.
A Kirby.
A Kirby. Anyways, that was my favorite gaming news to come out this year. Based on the small amount of happy news that we covered.
All right. I will bite the bullet since neither of you want to do. I'm changing we're getting Moonlight? No. It's actually, the actual winner of my award was the reveal of the Super Mario movie voice cast. My favorite gaming
pretty good
news
moment.
of the year. God.
He's so cool.
Stop. See, it's too good. It's too good. It's too memeable. And it might actually work. We'll have to see next year.
Christmas.
Oh man, that is a Christmas movie right there.
A Christmas miracle.
Or disaster.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect of that film.
We will have a bet next year. Will it score higher on Rotten Tomatoes than the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? The number one movie of 2020.
Yeah.
I'm going to put in annual analysis right now. I'm going to say yes. It will.
I'm going to say no. Just because the Sonic movie was actually pretty highly rated.
Yeah, Sonic have an actual premise to sit back on. They know it will work, potentially.
Tristan's going to be right about this, though.
It's like the unknown. I'm voting no.
Okay.
Mario going to be bad.
I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be higher rated than Sonic.
As an Academy member.
Ooh. Look at the clout. The
member.
Clout coming from Cloud.
Sits right next
Cloud's clout.
Claude's
clout. Sorry.
Sitting right next to Kojima, right at the table.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go on to the next one.
All right. Next category. The quote, back when we thought $5 horse armor was crazy award. You remember
Good old
that?
Oblivion reference, yeah.
Thanks, Todd.
I remember that.
Thanks,
we were
Todd.
all like, hey, this horse armor has no use. Why do I buy it? Why does it cost money?
Tristan, did you ever ask yourself that and then you look to yourself now?
Yeah, it's funny when you think about it now, when you think of all the skins people have bought and stuff that don't do anything.
But anyways,
avoiding.
We wanted to talk about our favorite DLC content. This might be a weird overlap. So let me know if I'm breaking the rules here. I put in Pokemon Unite.
How's that weird?
Well, because it's a battle pass.
That's fine.
I think Pokemon Unite, one, as a Pokemon fan, has the coolest set of skins that you can collect and obtain for your favorite Pokemon. For me, being Pikachu, obviously, I own every single Pikachu skin in that game. But
I'm sure Pikachu gets plenty.
Oh, yeah. Lots of exclusive timed, screwed up predatory practice skins.
Mm-hmm.
But they come at a very quick rate. And they also have 17 different currencies that you need to juggle and man. You know what? This sounds bad now that I'm actually going into the details, but I like Pokemon Unite as in the category of favorite.
It's not even the DLC. You just say I like Pokemon Unite. It's literally what you gave this award.
You know what? Kids gotta learn early.
You're disqualified.
You're
disqualified from this
that's
award.
Why I asked.
You're disqualified.
Anyways, Albert, can you please go?
Yeah, okay. So mine is an actual DLC. It is the Super Smash Bros. Fighter Pack DLC 2. Was my DLC of the year. What?
I was gonna put Smash, and then I decided against it.
Well, you chose a bad
That was a bad decision.
Maybe you should have stuck with the original.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Sephiroth DLC was my favorite.
Okay, yeah. It's hard to beat that.
I like Banjo.
You like Ninja?
No, Banjo.
Oh, I think
too bad he wasn't Fighters Pack 2.
Fortnite Ninja?
Fortnite Ninja.
It's Smash? Okay, so I guess I'll take that as my cue to go in. I was actually thinking, I was like struggling to think of DLC I've actually bought this year. And the only thing I could really come up with is, I don't know, does Mog Station stuff in 14 count as a DLC?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh.
I literally just quoted a battle
Tristan
pass.
Basically, said a battle pass in Pokemon Unite.
I'm thinking like content. It has to be like playable in some fashion, right? Like a fighter you can play.
A mount is playable.
I thought you were gonna give a Warhammer DLC, but I guess not.
Nah. I decided to switch off just so I don't say it on everything. So mine was actually the Spriggan Stone Carrier mount in FF14. I just love how animated it is, and it carries you around on a pillow. It's very cute. Makes squeaky noises. I just like it.
God.
Good aesthetic.
This category has... the category had the $5 horse armor. I'll count it. Okay?
It feels like it should be partly meme.
If you can ride the horse and that counts as playing the horse, and you can ride on the mount, that counts.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's just a reflection of how bad DLC has gotten in recent times.
True.
Kind of, yeah. I was thinking about that. Because, I was like, okay, $5 horse DLC, but then I was like, man, but we pay like $20 plus for skins nowadays, what's the difference? And the answer is there isn't one.
What was the last expansion pack DLC, like, type content that you guys thought was good? I have an easy one.
Well, Iceborne was obviously really, really good.
Oh,
as a content edition.
Is that a new game?
It's kind of an expansion.
Yeah, I'll say expansion, because you need to beat the base game to play it, so it's expansion.
I like the Project High Rise DLC. Smile.
Yeah, that was a game you did enjoy.
Oh, that's right. My one I always give, and it's even older, which makes it good, I guess. Fallout 4 Far Harbor DLC was very, very good.
Yeah, I heard it had a pretty good, a lot more of that Fallout feel.
A whole new map, good feel, good quests, good characters and everything.
Yeah, maybe if I ever reached that DLC, I would actually like that game.
Yeah, the Nuka World DLC was also good for Fallout 4. Anyways,
wait,
topic.
I had honorable mentions, just so I don't feel as bad about...
Okay. I'll let you redeem yourself, Tristan.
Go ahead, yeah.
You jumped in there real fast to redeem yourself.
Yeah, I also was thinking about Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Because I think with the addition of Sora, really caps off the Super Smash Ultimate arc.
You've never even played a Kingdom Hearts game.
I don't even know what Kingdom Hearts is.
I don't even know what Kingdom Hearts is, and I played almost all of them.
I don't know if even Nomura knows at this point what a Kingdom Hearts is.
I also had put down League of Legends skins.
Stop.
I figured.
Stop. We're going to go to the I don't know what I expected award. And I feel kind of bad doing this one, but what game, it's essentially like what I don't know what I expected, aka the game that we played and was like, this wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And it wasn't that bad, but it's a repeat. Metal Gear Solid 5. And that's just because Alex and Tristan, whenever you ask them about it, they're both like, eh. And then I played it, and it was a solid 7. It was like
scars from that game that will never heal.
It wasn't a bad. I said when I played it, right? It's a fun game, right? But it has a lot of flaws to it, and like weird game design, bads with it. So, yeah.
Okay, so I was looking through my games. I couldn't really pick something out that I personally played that was like, oh man, this was actually just kind of awful all around. But I did watch a lot of footage of a certain game being played, and that is GTA Definitive Edition. The upscale of the previous 3 Vice City and San Andreas games. And man, those are some spicy ports that they did. It really is astounding. Like, a lot of the controls for PC just don't work correctly when flying. And other things that you're just like, how could this pass any kind of testing? Kind of like a Battlefield situation, actually. You're like, did anybody test this? Did anyone try to play through the game?
See, here's the thing. It was tested very thoroughly by QA, and they knew of all the issues. That's the thing with these games. Yeah. They know of all these issues. There's no way there's an issue that thousands of players are getting within 10 minutes of playing the game, and they don't know the issue exists, right? They know it, and they launch it anyways. Yeah,
and then just combined with, like, the way they, like, embargoed the reviews until after the game came out.
Yeah, that was
really scummy moves. It was obvious they knew it was going to be really hard hitting in terms of reception. And yeah, it's really screwed.
There's one thing I've noticed. Never, like, we pre-order Battlefield, even though we know it's probably gonna have problems because it always does.
Right.
Total War kind of also somewhat falls into that category.
Yeah, potentially.
The Danger one, never pre-order a remaster or a remake because those ones are always in trouble.
For every Demon Souls remaster.
Okay. Well, Pokemon might be the one exception.
Yeah. But yeah, for every Demon Souls remaster you'll get a Silent Hill HD collection, which is just unplayable garbage.
Yeah. I think Nintendo's are generally safe games. They might have done one or two bad ones that I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. All right. Tristan.
All right. I put in Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh, wait, you bought
that? I was thinking about putting that.
I talked about it. I talked about it because I knew it was gonna be bad. There was also the Activision Blizzard stuff, and I woke up on Saturday morning, decided to buy it for whatever reason, played an hour, and I was like, I can't. So I just refunded the game. I think Battle.net had to make an exception for me to return the game because you're not supposed to refund a game after you started playing it.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I don't know. That's what they told me.
God, the Steam refund policy seems like a great thing in that case.
It is actually.
I mean, it is a good thing overall.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
But anyways, we all knew it was going to suck. And I bought it anyways, and it did suck, so I validated that claim.
Yeah, what they were trying to do...
Put a stamp on it. Validated bad.
Yeah. I don't know, the typical modern COD formula really doesn't translate well to World War II. I don't know World War II was even the play to begin with.
Well, they already did one, and it was okay.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And it was kind of poorly received, and this one got equally poorly received.
Yeah.
I've heard this one actually has done quite a bit worse than even Black Ops Cold War, which also had a rough launch. So that's pretty interesting. So they're kind of riding off the Modern Warfare 2019 success, but we'll see how long that keeps going with just everything going on with Activision Blizzard.
Alrighty. Alex,
all right.
Introduce our next award.
So the award everyone waits for, the prestigious award of Viewportgaming, the RNN Game of the Year, GOTY.
The roadie.
The best Royal Battle... I can't speak. I'm so excited I can't even speak anymore.
He's having a stroke.
Alright, so the RR... George
Tristan,
R.
would you like to introduce
No, I can do it.
Okay.
The RNN GOTY Game of the Year. Best Battle Royale Game. The prestigious award that we're all going to hand out.
The roadie. The Royale of the Year.
I think the only one I played was Warzone, but I don't think I'll give the award to Warzone because I didn't actually enjoy it very much. So I'm going to just say the best Battle Royale for me is Apex Legends. I've never played it, but I think I've said it before. If there was one that I had to just pick based on gameplay I've seen, I'd probably enjoy that one most. And that's all I got because I really don't touch Battle Royales.
Albert, can I go last? Since
sure.
Go ahead.
My answer is NA because I never played one. All right, Tristan.
All right. So I had a couple of contenders here.
Oh my god.
As the resident Battle Royale playtester, I've played many Battle Royale games. Runner-ups, I had Forza Horizon, the Eliminator.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. That's a good mode, niche mode to mention.
Yeah, it's a fun mode.
Mm-hmm.
I also had Crab Game based on the Netflix hit Squid Games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the RNN GOTY, at least for me, has to go to Fall Guys.
Good choice. But did you play Mario 99?
I did not play Mario 99.
Oh. Congratulations, Fall Guys.
Congratulations, Mediatronics, who never responded to me.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, Fall Guys.
This award.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to give you guys the award if you're never going to respond to me. No. Fall Guys Season 5, Season 4, both of them were great. I had a lot of fun. It's too bad it's, I think that game's on the downward trend, as you would say.
As is the life of all
Have they been able to pump out content, seasonal content for that game, or is it kind of
Yeah, it's seasonal. They add a bunch of skins. They add a bunch of new maps. In Season 5, they added a Ratchet and Clank collab. So you can...
Yeah, it makes me curious what the next thing, because, Among Us has been riding the wave for a while, but I think that might be even on the downturn. So what's going to be the next, Among Us game?
I don't know. We'll have to wait for the next pandemic to start, and we'll crown a new pandemic king.
We're getting closer, so
closer. It's that time of year.
Sorry to hijack, but let's.
All right. Next, we have. This is a concerning addiction, Tristan. Please go into rehab, aka the best battle pass of the year. It doesn't flow that well now that I say it.
It's fine.
It sounds like a call for help. Almost.
The RR Goaty game of the best battle RR and RNN award didn't flow off very well either.
As I mentioned earlier, Pokemon Unite gets the best battle pass. Also, as a battle pass connoisseur of this group, I know a lot about battle passes. But
put that in your title, please.
It's going on my LinkedIn.
It's already on your Discord.
It basically is already his Discord title, so...
Yeah.
It's known.
It has the best progression, has a lot of great weekly and seasonal achievements that will help you unlock levels. It has a lot of great rewards that keep people excited, and it actually has a lot of time that you can spend into it to make sure you get everything that you want. It's about, I think, 30 or 40 days per season, so... Pokemon Unite gets the Best Battle Pass award.
Nice. My award is to the only Battle Pass I pay for, or even use in that, in all video games, and it's for Clash of Clans, because that game, the microtransactions to make things go faster is expensive, but the Battle Pass is $5 a month, and it gets you $50 of value, and you can easily unlock everything every month. Good job, Supercell.
Good
you
shit.
did it.
All right. Of games I played, the best battle pass I have is one I didn't even pay for. It's Azure Lane. They offer it for free. It's a season.
Wow.
You just play and you get rewards.
Actually, I think you owe them your soul.
This point, yeah, I'm so far in debt with them it doesn't even matter. But that's neither here or there. There is a paid version of the Battle Pass, which will get you, extra rewards and a skin at the end, but it was for a boat girl I didn't care for, so I was just like, nope, and put my card away, and then proceed to buy, 5 other skins of other boat girls I like, so. Take that.
Got him.
But, I put an asterisk on an honorable mention of one I like a concept, but I think Tristan could probably comment on it. I don't think it's implemented well at the moment. Halo Infinite, which has an infinite duration battle pass. Oh. But I've heard the predicted time to actually complete said battle pass will also be an infinite amount of time because the progression is glacial.
No, I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, they fixed it today.
Yeah, they at least fixed it today, so we'll see how it is now, but that was the issue before, because I did not know that coming in. So I like the concept of the Battle Pass that Halo Infinite is doing. Pay a little bit, and you just get as much time to get cosmetics and shit unlocked from it. You don't have to rush through it. Just play at your own pace, and you'll get rewards. But the progression needs to be fast enough to where you actually see some tangible rewards and not feel like you're a slave to the game, playing for hours and hours just to get, one little bracer or pauldron for your armor. So yeah. Honorable mention, Halo Infinite.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Our next award, we're getting close to the end here, is the Big Brain Award, which is the award for the most innovative gameplay. I will start out. This was a game I played towards the beginning of the year. Loop Hero is my winner for the most innovative gameplay this year. I don't even know how to describe it. You try to describe this game to your friend, this game to your friends, and you're like, well, you get these cards, and you're moving forward in time, and your guy goes around the loop, and he's a hero, and then the monsters come, and then you get the playing cards, and they're like, are you on drugs? You want
It's
drugs?
a roguelike, and it's like I create some mountains, and it's a wild
and
game.
There's
with a lot of
tile
concepts.
bonuses. They're like, what are you even saying? And then you get good at it, and it's really fun. And that's the game.
The game is fun.
Congratulations, Loop Hero. Alex, do you have your award winner for the Big Brain
I
Award?
do. Most innovative gameplay for me was Valheim. I ended up playing this with a lot of FC mates from FF14. Basically, Valheim is kind of like Minecraft in a sense, but kind of in a way that's geared more towards progression and combat, I think. Maybe Minecraft is that way now. I don't know.
It's like
I didn't play
Terraria
very
almost.
much.
Maybe like Terraria.
Yeah, I think that'd be a better comparison. Yeah, Terraria. But yeah, you just get to build a lot of shit. You get to touch materials and eventually build up your recipe book of various things you can build. Progression feels really good in that game, and there's like bosses you eventually fight to unlock new biomes and stuff. It just feels really good, and playing with friends, it's just a lot of fun. Trying to basically become a little village of people, all of our kind of specialized roles, and then we all gear up and then take on a world boss or whatever.
Can you fish?
I think they might have added fishing recently, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is fishing. Yeah, there is actually fishing. Yeah, you can go out on a boat and fish. But I did not get to try that out. I wasn't smart enough to figure out how to build a boat. But
You don't have to do that in Final Fantasy. You just stand at
Exactly.
the ocean and can.
I stand anywhere.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, Valheim was my key.
Tristan's been awfully silent. We should go check on him to make sure he's okay.
Oh no, I was not prepared for this award because I didn't see it, but I
already know what's going to win. So
I already feel
really?
I know the.
wait.
I
Okay,
feel
you
I'm
guys
the
answer
winner
for
too.
me then.
Okay.
you want to say it at the same time, Alex? But we don't have the same answer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Inscription.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to you guys because I was gonna say Inscription, but I didn't want to say it for multiple things. I was
You
gonna
can say it for multiple things.
Deathloop instead.
Mm.
Yeah, I think since you guys said it,
We can
I
talk
will
about
say
it later if
Inscription.
you want. We can talk about that later if you
Yeah,
want.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Pick what you want. Go with your
Inscription.
heart.
Inscription.
Okay. And I know you're going to talk about it for our last award, so
Yeah.
we'll leave it for then. All right. This would be a Alex award, I think.
Yeah, it will be. Are we switching honorable mentions, or is it going to be...
We're doing honorable mention then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next category is our honorable mentions reward, which is just literally anything else you wanted to mention, but didn't really fit into any other category that we've already gone through.
It's our shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Christina Applegate.
Christina.
No.
The video game. God.
Alright, so I have two games for this. My first one was Persona 5 Strikers, which I played earlier this year. I thought, you know what, it's a good all-arounder. Solid like 8 out of 10, or maybe. But, you know, there were some things wrong with it in terms of like the combat I didn't really like, or certain things. But overall, art style, great. Music, great. Story, still Persona. It was a nice little add-on to the Persona 5 story. My second, this
Got
might come to
two.
a surprise,
Whoa.
but it is an idle game.
Oh, God.
Crush. I put a lot of time into this
What the
idle
heck
game.
is this game?
Crush. It's an idle game where you basically go on dates with anime girls.
Oh, my God.
And they,
Oh.
it's just...
Are we
Look,
allowed to
this
talk about this game?
Yes, this one is, unless you buy the DLC,
Oh.
it is safe for work. But it's basically been made for someone who is literally me, just knows a bunch of internet memes and stuff, because the girls just have a bunch of voice lines that are basically all references to various memes and other internet culture things.
Wait. Sorry to cut you off. Idle as in I-D-O-L or I-D-L-E?
IDLE, in this case. There's all kinds of flavors of girls.
How is this an idol? I don't understand how this works.
So you, like, build up relationship hearts idly, and you like have job because you need money to impress girls, right? You need to buy them gifts.
This just sounds like a Clash of Clans game where you just gotta wait for timed resources. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, it is that. It's basically a time management
an idle game.
I mean, you have to sit around at one point because you're not going to be able to click fast enough to.
Oh, there's clicking involved? Okay.
It's kind of like Cookie Clicker, but you're clicking girls instead.
Oh my god.
And they say meme lines.
We can't talk about this.
It's actually really good. It's pretty wholesome.
Alright, I'll play
Unless you buy the 18 plus DLC, but don't tell your parents. Yeah, I didn't tell you to.
Don't tell them Alex sent you.
Yeah. So those were my 2 honorable mentions. Tristan, you got any honorables?
It's hard to follow up. I had a couple. I had one being unpacking, which didn't really fit in the People Comfy game because I'm not going to go boot it up every time.
That game made us stressed, Tristan. We were just throwing out the box and just playing everything.
Get this stuff out of here.
We were speed running that game. It's the opposite of People Comfy.
I don't know. I thought at the end of the day, I enjoyed it very much. So I want to give that a shout out. The second game was Rhythm Doctor, which is a rhythm game, very unique. It's hard to get into the detailed premises, but you have to tap your space bar on the 7th beat of every 8-beat bar. But they add a lot of interactions, whether it's UI elements or different song things. It's a lot of fun. You should check it out. And then the third one was Signal State, which is a puzzle game based on, I think I brought this a couple months ago. It's like electrical engineering. Signal manipulation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, that one's a lot of fun. So those are the 3 things that really didn't fit into a category, but I wanted to give a shout out.
All right, my last 2 things. We talked about one, Bloons TD6. I bought that game a while ago and I never really played it, and then I really got into it this year.
Yeah, you guys hit that hard, it felt like, for a while.
It's fun. It's just mindless fun, honestly.
Mm.
And then the other game, speaking of idle games, it came out on Steam this year, so I bought Cookie Clicker.
Oh.
And I played that game so much.
Did it awaken things in you? Your childlike
wonder? It did,
wonder?
actually. It did. It was good nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually added new stuff since then.
Oh, so, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There's whole new mini games and stuff like that.
Oh. So I should buy it.
If you want, yeah.
I'm just nodding.
Mm-hmm. Everyone loves Cookie Clicker.
Dog
it's the classic.
Right?
It's the classic.
Dog vibing, sorry.
It's like a choco chip cookie, just like Cookie Clicker. It's the classic. You can't go wrong with it. Alrighty. Tristan, you want to announce this? You want me to top it off?
I mean, I'd be honored to announce it, but
Tristan Jung, I mean.
Sure, I thought you had it prepared because it went back to you. I didn't realize there were going to be 2 more.
Oh, is it going back to me?
I mean, I think it's on me right now, but
yeah. Go ahead. There's nothing special.
So the last award, as your parents would say, good job, Tristan. We'll put that on the fridge next to every other accomplishment that your siblings have done.
Oh no, where is this award going?
It's the We'll Put That on the Fridge award from the Viewport Relay team, aka the favorite game that you played this year.
One game only.
One game only.
One game only.
And it can't be Pokemon Unite.
And it can repeat, of course. It can repeat.
I put, as you guys had brought up earlier, I put Inscription. I thought it was the most unique gaming experience this year. It was a game that brought a lot of emotions and reactions from me. Albert, when I went home this Thanksgiving weekend, I played that clip of Tristan, when you go into the movie theaters, your lips are sealed, the chastity belt is on, blah, 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 to my parents.
Oh,
because I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, what did they think?
They also thought it was hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I've gone to the movies with them as well. So Inscription, a video game that caused me to react visibly and audibly, and I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it deserves my favorite game of the year.
It's a good game. It's a really good game. This was a close contender for my top game.
Albert?
All right. I've said it before. My favorite game this year, Monster Hunter Rise. Oh my god, that game is so good. I played a lot of Monster Hunter World, and I only used the bowgun, and I loved using the bowgun. Let me say that. I loved using light bowgun. But I didn't really touch many of the melee weapons. Monster Hunter Rise is the first game I started using a lot of the melee weapons, and they're all just so much fun with like the wire bug skills. Oh man. And the map design and the monster design is so good. And it's a little easier. It's not as punishing as World. Just really easy to get into. I already said
at least right now, yeah. Until the master ranks come out and beat our asses, yeah.
And like the new monsters they have with like Valstrax and stuff have all been super fun. I put so much time into it. I play it every now and then too, just like a hunt or two, just to see if I'm still good.
Spoiler, I still am.
Well, if I'm ever bad, then I come in with a bowgun and I just blow it up with sticky ammo, and it dies in like 3 minutes. Yeah. Alex.
All right. This might come as no surprise. My put it on the fridge is Total War, Warhammer 2. This game, I don't know. It's been a really long time since I've just put like hundreds of hours into a single game. And this is one of those games. It just gels so well with me. Like, I love the Warhammer fantasy lore. At least, this game really opened me to it a lot more. I knew some of it before, but yeah, this game just made me always go to the wiki and like read up about these characters a lot. And then I always liked Warhammer 40k, of course, but I don't know. Like, there's just, in terms of a Total War game, this one just really stands out of just how unique each gameplay faction is. Like, I really never felt that way playing any other Total War game. It's just insane, though. All the ways that factions can play. Even inter-faction, in terms of, like, army compositions and stuff you can make. There's so much customization in terms of army comp. Like, it's just crazy what the variety is like. It's just so much fun to just see all the stuff happen on the battlefield. I love the unit variety.
Between this game and Vermintide 2, any other game that uses the classic Warhammer as like the property just looks bad in comparison.
Yeah, that's definitely been the curse of Games Workshop, is definitely finding the right studios to make their property. And I think they're starting to do a better job with like picking up the Astartes who did the Astartes CG series and things like that. I think they're taking strides towards bettering their properties, because they have gotten a few of these like super serious hits with Vermintide and Total War Warhammer 1, 2, and then eventually 3. So we'll see how Darktide does when that comes out. Hopefully it's as good as the rest. Because yeah, I love the 40k universe. 40k is probably still my favorite universe, but Warhammer Fantasy is pretty cool too.
It became cool because of Warhammer Total War.
Very much so, yeah. I definitely got a lot more interested once I started really digging deep into Warhammer. Total War Warhammer, that is. So yeah.
Alrighty.
That's my game.
Any last comments? This has been a long one, but a fun one. Obviously, next episode, we need to follow it up with Albert yelling every single game that's coming out in 2022. For 2.5 hours.
What did our best friend Jeff say is the game of the year? That's what we're gonna follow up on.
Exactly. We're gonna find out that will be.
Oh yeah.
The Viewport, not the Viewport Awards, the Game Awards.
We're
talking about that next episode. All the announcements there's and any news, and then starting off next year, we will be doing our New Year gaming resolutions.
Oh no, B3 making a comeback.
Oh, it'll make a comeback
with a vengeance.
It might be the resolutions followed by B3 bets.
Oh no.
It might be, we make those resolutions and then we come after each other and
we
make
lock
some
him
B3
in.
bets. Yep.
I fear for the new me in the new year.
There's a lot of good games coming out next year too. That's scary.
Yeah, I know. There's so much front loaded on the beginning of the
just
year.
the first 3 months, there's a lot coming out. Alrighty, that wraps it up for episode 83 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewportgaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewportgaming?
Well, Viewport Really is part of Viewportgaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts. Side note, Loading Screen, the other podcast that we have going on Viewport, just wrapped up the first season. Give it a look if you are interested in learning more about different genres of games and the interviews that we've had with different game developers. But you can check all Viewportgaming content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan. As always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan John.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.